Are you hustling harder than ever, trying all the hacks, the latest trends, but you're still not stacking the wealth you deserve? Why do 99% never break through even though they're grinding every single day? What if the real breakthrough isn't a new tactic, but a shift in focus that can multiply your results beyond your wildest expectations? Hi, my name is Ernest. I've been exactly where you are, drowning in distractions, hustling for scraps, but I found a principle that flipped my life on its head. So let's get straight into it. Society worships the hustle, but what if I told you that's just a recipe for average results? You are told to keep dozens of plates spinning, new leads, big launches, 10 different platforms. However, multitasking is just a myth. Science has proven your brain can only focus on one task at that time. As Nietzsche said, he who chases two rabbits catches neither. When I scattered my energy, I didn't get 20% results of each. I got burned out and got nowhere. When all your energy goes into the next thing, you never give yourself a chance to go deep. That's why depth beats hustle every single time. Being busy isn't the same as being productive. The world celebrates busyness, but wealth only tracks results. So what's one project you know you should drop? Tell me below, comment publicly, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Actually, studies from Stanford show multitasking drops your effective IQ more than losing a night's sleep. So if you want to be among the 1%, stop acting like the 99%. Pick one rabbit and chase it with everything you've got. So are you really focused or are you just occupied? Because I spent years confusing activity with achievement until I got brutally honest with myself. Have you ever noticed how overnight successes are always laser focused? Trying to get rich by spreading your focus is like holding a magnifying glass under the sun. But you keep moving it, no fire happens. Hold it still and everything will ignite. Exponential focus means going all in to the point where your effort compounds. Now put half your brain into your business, get 10% of the results, go all in, and your result will multiply. The year I eliminated distractions, my revenue jumped from just a few thousands to multiple six figures in one of my businesses. Because every big result I've achieved came from doing less, not more. And yes, it was surprising to me at the beginning as well. Psychologist Anders Ericsson found that world-class performers don't do more things, they obsess over one. Most people want the next easy win, but that's exactly why they stay average in what is that they are doing. Think the next big thing is the answer? Here's the harsh truth. Every time you jump to a new opportunity, you reset your progress to zero. And yes, it feels like forward motion, but it's just busy working in disguise. And don't get me wrong, I spent years switching strategies as well. However, looking back, wasted more energy starting over than anyone could succeed with. Look, you can plant 100 seeds or grow one mighty tree. So are you finally building a momentum, or are you just starting the cycle again because you decided to reset it? How much time are you losing to FOMO? Fear of missing something out, if you don't know what it is. Because FOMO is just your brain avoiding discomfort. Real winners play the long game, not the short game. So, still not convinced? Let's talk results, yeah? Every major win I've seen from my business, from agencies, through sneaker reselling, even through crypto, came from someone going all in for years. So, don't get me wrong, when I focused on one offer for 3 years, my income didn't double. It multiplied 10x. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to take it from me, take it from, for example, Warren Buffett, yes? 90% of his wealth comes from just 10 investments. Ever feel like you're doing all the right things but not seeing results? That's the compound effect at work. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill, agonizingly slow until it crests the edge and rockets down. Most people quit right before the breakthrough. I have seen this so many times. That's the real tragedy. As Cal Newport says, deep work creates massive value. And my spin is this: boredom is the holding cell before freedom. Now let's make it a little bit practical. What's your one thing? Here's your all-in game plan that you can either learn from me or just use it as an inspiration, yes? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pick one business, offer, and skill. Commit for at least 12 months and kill all the distractions ruthlessly. Mute the noise, say no to new projects, build ironclad routines. And don't get me wrong, I know it may come across as scary, it may feel uncomfortable, but I can tell you from my personal experience, for example, back to the day, I would play a lot of games, and once I understood that this is something that actually kills my progress rather than helps me focus on my self-improvement, focus on me just building the business I tried to build at the time, I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm not strong enough to stop doing it, but what if I just cut it off ruthlessly? What would be the ruthless way to do it? Obviously, I started uninstalling the games. It wasn't helpful. I was just able to find something else. And then I realized, wait a second, if I sell my PC, I'm not able to play games. I'm just gonna go for a MacBook where I know I'm not gonna be able to play the games. And this is something that helped me personally. This is what I meant with ruthless cutting. Now, the other thing is track progress, but detach from daily results. Trust the compound effect. And normalize boredom. You need to understand your dopamine level is where you're normally at. So if you're used to scrolling the whole day on TikTok, if you're used to watching a lot of movies, you will get bored from work. However, if you're gonna be able to bring your dopamine level down to the point where you might just feel like working because that's the only thing you get actually some dopamine from, that's the level you want to be at. And don't get me wrong, I know it may come a little bit very overstressing, yes, but it starts all very simple. Like, I wear very similar clothes every single day. I eat the same food and work at the same time at very similar places, because every ounce of energy spent on decisions is energy not spent compounding towards my business. Some think routines are boring, and I get it. However, the truth is they are freedom machines. So ask yourself, what's your one thing? And comment it below. Now, think focus is just a tactic. It's mostly mindset. Our unconscious drives sabotage more dreams than bad strategies ever could. If you keep jumping, maybe you're not chasing opportunity, maybe you're just dodging the discomfort or fearing the failure. Most quit because they mistake boredom for failure, when in reality it's just the price of focus. So tonight, ask yourself, are you willing to endure that boredom for earned freedom? And now let me just recap the whole thing, because I know I talked a lot. Look, multitasking kills your results. Exponential focus, going all in on one thing, is the fastest path to wealth, and ignoring distractions will allow you to stay patient and let your efforts actually compound. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Now find your why, focus on your one thing, and don't stop until it works. The payoff is exponential and it's closer than you think. Always remember, a lot of people genuinely give up when they are so close to the breakthrough. They are 1 meter away, they are one phone call away, they are one sales call away, and they just stop because they think that they failed. So don't let it happen to you. If you found this helpful, smash the like button and watch my next video. Now comment below what you're focusing on. I'll be in the comments pushing you further like no one else will. And don't forget, you are not alone in these circumstances. Every successful entrepreneur was once exactly where you are. Now go focus and let's build something unstoppable. Subscribe, like, and watch the next video, and I see you in the next one.